So according to Build, we are building a new youth center. So hello and welcome people, this is me as the Mia TV, and as I sort of said, according to Build, we are building a new youth center worth 60 million, and it's supposed to be finished by the end of 2017. Now, I knew that was going to happen, just because we haven't really had a great youth player recently. The last great player that I could think of is Emre Can. That is generally good. Not great, but good. For him, Müller and obviously Badstuber. Yeah, Müller and Badstuber. So we haven't actually had really great players recently from the youth center that we developed to the point where they could play for us. Not like Hummels, who then moved on to Dortmund, and then Dortmund really developed him further. But more like players that we really developed a lot. And I knew we were going to build a new youth centre just because I knew Rummenigge went to Manchester to saw the new Manchester City ground, which is about 10 minutes from where I live. It's massive, and that took quite a while for that to be finished building. So I knew that Rummenigge would do that. I knew because he even mentioned that he really likes the way that Manchester City and Tottenham are doing the new youth build. So after that, a couple of months later, we find out that now they're building a new one. Worth 60 million in Munich, obviously. So that's going to be great. It's going to have 8 football pitches, which is a lot. And it's going to have like the highest facilities that you could possibly imagine. So I'm all happy, because we need youth players. Because as we saw with like certain players, young players, they go for a lot of money now. So if we can get young good players, then we can develop them. And obviously we have a lot of good young players from our academy that come through, and then actually do really well with the first team, such as Thomas Müller. Alaba, if you can call him a youth player, I don't know. Obviously, for some people, a youth player has to be there for a certain amount. For others, they consider Alaba and Toni Kroos as a youth player. I personally am 50-50 on that. But in general, like we need better youth. We need better youth development just because we've been kind of slacking. And you look at Gaudino, who was supposed to like come in and be like the next big thing. And even he's struggling with time on the first team. Like I think he's doing really well, but he just needs to play against better opponents more regularly so that he can slot into the first team more easily. And that's why I think like the second team, has to get promoted to the third league. It just has to happen because it's not good for them to stay in the Bayern Liga. They need to actually get promoted to the third league. And that's just what I think. Unfortunately, we couldn't do that 2 years ago. But I'm certain we'll do it this year, and if we do that, then I'm really happy because that is going to help the team a lot. And if we get young players, then that's going to help the team in the future a lot. But yeah, what do you guys think? Like, do you guys think that's a correct move to do? They'll spend 60 million on a new youth center. I personally think that's a fantastic move. I think that's much better than paying 60 million for one player. The thing about us though is, I really like that. We are able to spend for the future a lot of money for the future. But we're still able to bring a lot of, we're still able to use money that we have to bring in a lot of players for the present. So I really like that. But yeah, I'm really happy about that. Well, that's just my thoughts, just my opinion. But the Bundesliga is back this week, which is good and great at the same time. But that's what I think. What do you guys think? This is Mia TV. As always, rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. Peace out and have a nice day.